this year's Sunday school program. We are going to start with hymn number, so take your hymnals out, the red ones, 283, O Come All Ye Faithful, and we're going to sing the first two verses.
All kinds of incredible edibles, and Dad fidgeting and nervous anticipation of all those bills arriving in January. And the kids, they just walk around with big fat grins on their faces. Why? Because it's December 23rd, and Christmas is almost here. Yes, it's that special time of year, and it seems that none of us can go very far in any direction without running smack dab into Christmas. We see it in the magical array of lights. We touch it in the holly decorations. And we even hear it in the music piped through all the stores and shops. Yet, perhaps the most charming of all the season's reminders are those which come to us through the courtesy of a man dressed in a gray suit with a large sack on his back. Why, he visits your home and mine more times in 1 year than any other person. And by now, you all know who I'm talking about, don't you? He's the mailman. Mine brought this card the other day. And the poem inside seems to have an old familiar ring to it. Here, let me read it to you and see what you think. 2 nights before Christmas, and all through the store, a quiet hush settles over the floor. The toys which remained were all on the shelves, awaiting the moment the clock would strike 12. With the shoppers gone home and the owner departed, it gave the appearance the holiday had started. Well, started for most, I guess you might say, because old Mr. McDuff didn't feel very much that way.
Yeah, Christmas. The worst time of the year. Each one starts earlier and ends later than the one before. My crazy neighbor doesn't even take down his decorations anymore. You wait and see. Next year, they'll be marching to Jingle Bells on 4th of July. And look at this mess. Everybody pushing and shoving like crazy people. I tell you, I'll sure be glad when this is over. Just makes double the work for me. I'm so tired, I can't even see straight. It's nice to rest these old bones down. I think I'll just close my eyes for a little bit. Hey, what in the Sam Hill is this? Who are you? I mean, what are you?
Hello, Mr. McDuff. You might not know who we are, but we toys all know you. We've watched you as you clean our store every night.
Let me introduce myself, McDuff. My name is Ronald R. Robot.
Ronald R. Robot? Can this really be happening?
This is Annie, the redhead dog.
Good evening, sir.
This is Sally Ryder.
And Wild Sally Ryder, sir, but you can call me Sally.
Thanks, Sally.
This is Bono the clown.
Bone at your service, sir. Always good for a laugh, always good for a laugh.
Hey, you guys, what about me?
Oh, excuse me. This is Duck.
Hey, Sally, want to buy a duck?
A what?
A duck. Does it quack? Of course it quacks. Hey, Annie, want to buy a duck?
A what?
A what?
A duck. A duck.
Does it quack?
Does it quack? Of course it quacks.
Of course it quacks.
Want to buy a duck?
A what?
A what?
A what?
A duck.
A duck.
A duck.
A duck? Does it... No, I don't want to buy a duck. That duck, or any duck at all.
Come on, you toys. We'd better stop joking around. Mr. McDuff may be the only chance we have to talk to somebody who's real.
Right on, Annie. Come on, everybody. Get your wheels over here.
Go ahead, Annie. You do the talking. You dolls have a better way with words than we do.
No small wonder. All you have to do is push the buttons on their back end. Jabber, jabber, jabber.
Thanks a lot, Duck.
Hey, Annie, want to play a duck?
Well, anyway, sir, it's like this. We all know it's Christmas. Any toy in its right box knows it's Christmas. But what we don't know is why it's Christmas.
You see, McDuffie, sir, none of us are real. Now, I know we may look like we're real, and we may talk like we're real, we may even act like we're real. But hey, man, believe me, we're not real.
We believe you, Sally. We believe you.
But you are real, Mr. McDuff, and it's Christmas, and Christmas was made for people like you. So please, couldn't you just take a few minutes of your time to explain the reason for all this celebration?
No. You've come to the wrong person. For one thing, I don't know much about Christmas, and for another, I don't care.
Gee, what a grump. Yeah, man, his battery needs to be recharged. What do you think we should do now?
Locked in my memory compartment is the information of a lady buying a book called The Real Story of Christmas. Perhaps there's one more in stock. I'll go get one.
Cool your jets, Rooney. I'll get the book. You robots might have good memories, but you're not too swift when it comes to moving. Here you go, McDuffie, sir. Would you kindly do us the honors?
Well, all right, I guess I could, but only for a little while, mind you. Just a little while. Let's see. I guess the story starts here. It came to pass in those days, there went out a decree from Caesar Augustus that all the world should be taxed. And this taxing was made first by the governor when Cyrus was the governor of Syria, and all went to be taxed, everyone into his own city. And Joseph went.
Whoa there, McDuffie, sir. Now, before we cruise any further here, could you give us that one more time? Yes, all that about Caesar raising tax in August and stuff, I'm not sure I understand.
It is easy to understand in those days. Everyone returned to their hometown to sign in, if you please. Such a big waste of time today. Such information would be stored in a wonderful and efficient computer like me, like me, like me, like me.
Excuse me, Mr. McDuff. He just gets stuck sometimes. Go on, Mr. McDuff. Please read some more.
And Joseph went up from Galilee, out of the city of Nazareth, into Judah, unto the city of David, which is called Bethlehem, to be taxed with his espoused wife, being great with child. Now when Jesus was born in Bethlehem of Judah in the days that Herod the king, behold, there came wise men from the east to Jerusalem, saying, Where is he that is born the King of the Jews? For we have seen his star in the east, and have come to worship him. Then Herod sent them to Bethlehem, and when they had heard the king, they departed. And lo, the star which they saw in the east went before them, till it came and stood over where the young child lay.
all due respect, do you understand how you suppose those three wise guys traveled? If they had to bike all the way from East Country to Jerusalem, and I figure that's about half the distance from here to Cambridge, and they were riding 1200cc Harleys cruising at...
No, I think you've got the wrong picture. Back in those days, people traveled by camelback.
Camelback? Camelback? You must mean hatchback.
No, I'm afraid I mean camelback.
Oh my shocks. Oh my poor shocks.
What else does the story say, Macduff? I've never heard anything quite like this before.
Neither have I. Let's see what else is happening. And there were in the same country shepherds abiding in the fields, keeping watch over their flocks by night. And lo, the angel of the Lord came upon them, and the glory of the Lord shone round them, and they were sore afraid. The angel said unto them, Fear not, for behold, I bring you tidings of great joy, which shall be to all people. For unto you is born this day in the city of David a Savior, which is Christ the Lord. And this shall be a sign unto you. Ye shall find the babe wrapped in swaddling clothes, lying in a manger.
What's a manger, Macduff?
As far as I know, it's nothing more than a rugged wooden trough where they put the food and hay for the animals. I guess it's the only bed that they had available.
You mean that baby was born a king, and yet all they had for his bed was a box of straw? Oh, Mr. Macduff, don't you wish you could have seen him just once, if only to stand beside his little bed and watch him sleep, if only just to whisper hello? Hello, little baby. Hello, little king. We just came to praise you. We just came to sing. You traded your palace. You traded your throne. And you love us to make this world your home. Hello, little baby. Hello, little king. We just came to praise you, we just came to sing. How much you must love us to come on your own, and knowing you die here and make this world your home. Our eyes bright with wonder, our hearts with love. We welcome you, Son, from the Father above. And all in the ladder on each Christmas day, all of your children say, Hello, little baby, hello, little king. We just came to praise you, we just came to sing. We thank you for coming, so we're not alone. Please guide us forever and make this heart
Well now, this is getting to be quite a story. Here, let me finish the rest. And suddenly there was with the angel a multitude of the heavenly hosts, praising God and saying, Glory to God in the highest, and on earth peace and goodwill towards men.
Glory, 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 hallelujah to the newborn King. Glory, 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 hallelujah to the
Is that the termination of the story, McDuff?
No. In fact, I think it's all just the beginning. At least for me.
How do you mean, Mr. McDuff?
Well, for all these years I've been looking for Christmas, and tonight, for the first time, I think I found it. You see, I've always looked for it in people and presents and all this stuff. But when I didn't find it, I decided not to care. Now I understand that Christmas was there all the time, wrapped in those tiny strips of cloth, lying in the manger. Jesus wasn't born just to give the world a big celebration. He was born so that we could know peace and forgiveness. He was born for me. Oh my goodness, it's almost 1 o'clock. I must have fallen asleep. Of course I fell asleep. What else could have happened? All you toys are each in your original place. Where else could you be? All I can say is I'm sure glad I had that dream, because my life will never be the same again. Well, goodbye, you crazy toys. It's about time for this old man to head home and celebrate his first Christmas. Huh. I wonder why this is over here. Well, better go put it back on the shelves. Thanks for helping me find Christmas. As McDuff left the store that night, they could all hear him whistle, as his cares flew away like a down of a thistle, as they heard him exclaim as he walked out of sight, "Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Merry Christmas, everyone!
Thank you for coming. There is a spaghetti supper, so if you'd like to join us for the luncheon, that would be fabulous. Thanks again.